Give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to do better, regardless of what may have happened in the past, or regardless of your fears of what's gonna happen in the future. The only thing you have is the present moment. The only place you should be putting your focus and your energy is into what's happening right now. Peace to the gods. Attune, welcome back to Chance, welcome back to Opportunity, where you get another chance and another opportunity to be better than you ever been, to master yourself, to become your greatest version. I'm Master Tru, Master Disciple of the Most High Chief Baba G, and today we're going to be talking about living in the now, because it's not about where you're from, it's all about where you at. It's not about where you are, it's all about where you're going. Don't let other people's limitations and restrictions that they place upon themselves determine the heights that you can reach, the greatness that you can achieve. You don't have to live through the lens of how other people see themselves. People who don't see the greatness in themselves will never see the greatness in you. You might as well just get over that. You have to see it for yourself. You have to envision it for yourself and attach yourself to that and put enough energy and belief into that rather than being dependent upon someone else confirming it for you. It doesn't matter if 10 people saying no. It doesn't matter if 20 people are saying you can't do it. It doesn't matter if 100 people say I don't see that happening. You are the final approving authority on what's gonna happen in your life. I don't care if 250 people say you should quit. It's ultimately your decision that determines whether or not you move forward or you stay stuck where you at. What other people think about you, and I keep saying it, what other people think about you is none of your business. What other people think about you has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with how that person perceives themselves, how they feel about themselves. You don't have to be connected to that. You need to be connected to what you want for your life. Because wherever your mind is, that's where your reality is going to be. That's how your reality is going to take shape and form to match your frequency, not the frequency of other people. Other people are always attracting what they are. They're attracting who they are. Your vibe, your frequency, your channel, your thought process is what's going to affect your world. So don't let other people's low vibrational thinking become a virus in your life. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your grandma, your brother, your sister, your preacher, your school teacher, your boss. I don't care who it is. Do not allow other people's self-defeating, self-limiting methods and patterns of thinking take hold of your growth and choke you out and stagnate you. I don't care what people say about me, because I look back at my life and what I've achieved and what I've accomplished, the things I've overcome, the things I've been successful at. At the core of it is me and my efforts. It's not other people's permission on what I can be. It's not other people's agreements in who I can become. My life is determined by the decisions that I make, the responses that I've given to the events and the circumstances that have happened in my life. It's me. And I make sure that I don't adopt low vibrational thoughts, because there's people right now that are not growing because they won't allow themselves to grow because of what somebody said to them 5 years ago, because of what they did 5 years ago. It's like, Webby, I done did some fucked up shit and I can't even lie. But let he without sin cast the first stone. Who is anybody to walk up to you and say, yo, because you did that, you can't be what you want to be? Because of that mistake you made, because of that flaw that you had, nah, your chances of becoming greater over. Can't nobody hold you to their standard. Can't nobody limit you to their value of you. It's up to you. It's who you say you gonna be. It's what you say you gonna do. You can stay stuck in the past and not forgive yourself because you're not waiting on nobody else to grant you permission to move forward. You gotta grant yourself permission to move forward. I don't care what it was. I don't care how bad it was at the time or how bad people think it is. It don't matter. You don't have to stay in that space. Okay, I did that. I messed up. I made a mistake. Da 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 da. Okay, but did you learn the lesson? Did you gather the information you needed in order to position yourself so that wouldn't happen again? And even if you do fail, even if you do make mistakes, so what? Failure is not the opposite of success. Nobody's exempt from mistakes. If you look at it, if you really understood mastery, if you really understood greatness, anybody that's great at anything, they failed a lot. You may not have seen it, but you have to understand the process of development and growth and what it looks like. A lot of people are so caught up on the finished product that they never get a chance or even have the desire to review the entire process or the entire journey. It's like this. I like this analogy that the Most High Chief Babaji uses as it relates to people and their greatness. Like a cake, for example. Everybody likes cake. But nobody likes the ingredients by themselves. Nobody likes vanilla extract by itself. Nobody likes egg yolk by itself. Nobody likes butter by itself. Nobody likes salt by itself. All of these ingredients are necessary, and the process of all of it getting mixed and beat up, nobody's interested in that. Everybody's interested in the result of this process, never really looking at the process in its entirety. The same thing goes for you. You can use your shortcomings and your downfalls and your mistakes and your bad decisions as an opportunity for you to take pity upon yourself and play the victim role. Or you can say that, no, all of this happened for a reason. There are no mistakes in my life. Everything that I went through it for a very specific and divine reason for me to become who I need to become, because I understand that everything in my life is divinely orchestrated, divinely timed. I know that my universe is working for me. It's not working against me. And who are you? Because you can try to go into somebody else's life and zoom into their mistakes and their flaws and amplify their shortcomings. But what if we did the same for your life? Are you amplifying people's flaws and faults to cover up yours because you don't want to look at yours, so you would rather distract yourself and magnify and intensify and hype up and exaggerate other people's flaws to make yours not look that bad, or to make yours seem as if it's something that you can put off for later. You don't have time to assess someone else's flaws, because you have a lot of flaws you need to work on yourself. It's like the text in the Bible that says, you miss the plank in your own eye, talking about the speck in your brother's eye. And when you move the plank from your own eye, you can help your brother move the speck from his. Basically, what that's saying is that people who are always trying to hone in the flaws of others always miss their own. And if they were to become someone who's interested in self-correction and self-reflection, then they could be of service to someone else. But you cannot be of assistance pointing out the flaws in somebody else and refusing to look at your own. Don't get caught up in other people's narrative of who you are. You know who you are. You better know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, somebody else is going to dictate who you are. Somebody else is going to tell you who you are. They're going to tell you who they think you should be. And then you're always going to live an unsatisfactory, unfulfilled life of living through the lens of someone else, rather than the lens of who you see yourself to be and who you know yourself to be. That's what's most important. Never live restricted and stuck in past. Never live stuck and restricted in somebody else's perception of you. Never limit yourself because of your fear and doubt and worry of what's to come. What can you do right now? What do you have right now? Where are you right now? And build from that space. Stay in the present moment. The past, that doesn't define you. Don't worry about the future. Stay grounded right here, right now. And everything else will take care of itself, because the past, present, and the future exist simultaneously. Whatever you think about now is what's shaping your reality to come. So keep yourself focused on the present moment and not allow the distractions of the past and the worries of the future to take you out of your present moment, to take you out of living life, to take you out of determining who you're going to be and what your reality is going to be. Peace to the gods. I love myself.